Hey folks, James with Bear Country Outdoors here. You're about to watch our 2025 Montana Spring Bear Hunt, which is quite the epic adventure. But before this video starts, I wanted to let you guys and gals know that there's going to be a giveaway for this specific video. For anyone who is a subscriber and leaves a comment, you'll be entered into this giveaway. So enjoy the film.
Where are we headed, Jim?
We're heading into a secret location in the United States of America. We'll be heading up into hunting some black bears in grizzly bear country. Better stay strapped, boys. These bears don't mess around. All right, so we just pulled up, set up camp. We got about 3 hours of daylight left, and then we're gonna be in the dark. So we're gonna go out and do a quick evening hunt and see if we can turn up a bear on the first night. Follow along.
So day one, we show up. We don't know what to expect quite yet because it's been an interesting spring. The growth was insane this year. Made it really difficult to locate bears because there's so much food everywhere. And we definitely had a hard time locating bears. We checked out some areas, glassed some upper areas. Didn't see anything.
All right, folks, so first day is over. We're just finishing up the evening hunt here. No bears yet, so maybe tomorrow morning we'll find something else. Well, the spot we were gonna go camp out and not camp out, but go sit all day on and hike into, there was a group of guys already there, and they decided to camp in the middle of the road right at the entrance of the gate we were hiking in. So instead of trying to be a dick and go in on their area, we decided that we were gonna go check out a new spot down the road, and maybe we'll come back there later this week. But it's part of hunting public land, you know. Guys will find spots that you like and nothing you can do about it. Just go find another spot.
So we just got to a new spot. We're gonna go hike in behind this gate. It looks like it's about 4 or 5 miles to the end. So we're just gonna go and see what we can see. The bears are where you find them. So we found what we're looking for right off the gate here. First spot we hiked into. Found this on Onyx. And looks like we got some sign. Maybe a day or two. So now we're gonna slow our pace down a little bit and really move slow and pick through all this section up here and see if we can find this bear. This looks like a good spot. We found quite a bit of sign on the road day 2, and we went back into this big giant drainage and were able to glass pretty much the whole drainage plus some of the upper stuff, but there was no bears there. So we did also run into 2 other hunters that were down way at the bottom of the drainage about 1,500 yards away, and they were also glassing the same hillside that we were sitting on.
Well, I saw lots of stumps and logs just tore to shit. Saw lots of animals. Didn't quite see a lot of sign that we wanted to see, but they looked pretty promising back there. There's definitely bears working it.
Okay, well, me and Doug hiked into this spot. We're about 10 miles in, and now we realize that there's no bears in here that we can find. So we're gonna hike back to where we found some fresh sign this morning and see if we can catch something on the road. We also have these 2 guys down here that have been watching us literally for like the last 8 hours, glassing the same spots we're glassing. So that's fun. So now we're gonna leave.
After that second day, and decided to not go back in there because we didn't see anything. We wanted to check a lot more area. We didn't want to spend a whole lot of time in the same spot if we didn't see anything, even though we did see some bear sign in there.
All the sign we found was about a week old, so we were a little bit behind that bear, and it had probably moved to a different face or a different drainage, or it was just staying hidden in that drainage.
The last couple of weeks, the food just and the growth just came up like crazy. Green everywhere.
James was stripping down.
Getting tick checked. Too many ticks in here. You've already found them everywhere.
This is what spring bear hunting is all about.
That's right. You have to cut the camera for this part.
I was tired this morning. We beat ourselves up pretty good yesterday. What did we do? 10 miles? 12 miles?
Something like that.
And I have a bummed ankle. Doug's got a blown out back. Just a couple of old guys on the mountain just trying to make it. And
We're not young no more.
well, we're not old, but we're not young. We put ourselves through a lot. So today we're going to go find another spot, because the other spot we went to yesterday didn't produce anything. So hopefully we'll find a spot that has some bears running around in it. That's the tip of the day.
Just the tip.
Just the tip.
We couldn't scrounge anything up, so We're going into a completely different new area right now, and we're gonna do a little bit of exploration. We're gonna see if we can find something promising to focus in on. So, wish us luck. See what we find. Just got to another spot. We're gonna hike in this spot looks like about 4 miles. I'm gonna check it out, see if we can turn up some bear. Jack, that shit is bad. Oh wait, this isn't the Jack Benton's. Some guy named Oscar. Looks like it's diarrhea done. Didn't turn up any bears. We checked out a lot of country and we probably hiked 15 miles and we didn't find one bear, so we're gonna go to another spot tomorrow. We're gonna check out some new country and hopefully we can turn up some bears. We're heading to another spot. This is a spot I've been into a couple times before, and we're gonna see if we can turn up something in a new area because we haven't had any luck yet. So at least if we could, the hope is to find some sign at least, and then really start dialing in. So.
So first thing we spot this giant chocolate and he's walking the road And I look over at Doug and I say, big bear, big bear. And he's like in the middle of trying to cook his breakfast.
I'm like, are you for real or are you just messing with me?
And so he throws all of his stuff back in his pack. I'm like, we gotta make a move, because he was walking the road around the drainage towards us, and we were gonna run and try to intercept him.
Yeah.
So we pack up real quick and we take off running after this bear. Well, when we come around the first corner, we only went about 50 yards, and I look down the hill in the timber below me, and there's a black bear, like a jet black bear, and it's a decent bear. And I'm like, now I have this very difficult decision to make. Do I go after the giant color-phased bear that's walking the road around, or do I take the gimme bear, which is a good bear,
range right
now, that's within 100 yards of me? And being the opportunist that I am, I decided that I was going to take the shot on the black one, in the back of my head thinking, if I shoot this bear, if we immediately go after the other bear, we might be able to go over and double up. So I get this bear in my scope, and it's a frontal shot. The bear is facing me, and I think it knew we were there. It had its ears forward.
It was looking at us.
And it was looking towards us, and I just decided a frontal shot, 100 yards. It was my 300 PRC shooting Hornady 212s, ELDXs. So that bullet hit, and that bear just pancaked and hit the ground just super hard. So
and then Jim turns around and goes, "Let's go get the other one."
Yeah, I go. I didn't
no excitement, no high five, no nothing. Let's go kill the other one.
I was in pure hunt mode. So that bear drops. I turn to Doug and I said, "We got to go now." So we go, take off basically straight from there. And Doug's like, "What are we doing?" And so I take the camera. Doug has his rifle.
I'm getting my gun ready.
And we're going around the corner, and we see him turn. He turned around on the road and was going back the other way. And so I thought, okay, we're going to catch up to this bear. And he came out in the open, and I'm like, I range it, and I tell Doug 496, and he's like, all right. So he gets him prone to shoot, and he's trying to get his gun set up on his bag.
And I was almost ready. I needed like 2 more seconds.
So his setup is done. He's ready to shoot. I get the bear kind of in camera, but I'm a terrible cameraman, so the camera finally falls down.
Heat of the moment.
Yeah, and I hadn't even operated this camera yet, so I'm trying to learn it as I'm in the moment, getting the bear in frame, and I'm trying to call range for Doug, and right as he's getting ready to shoot, that bear just steps in behind the timber, like one more second. And it probably would have been a dead bear.
I was ready, and all I had was its ass.
Yeah.
That was it.
So,
and I didn't really want to do that.
Then that's when things get really wild, because we decide we're going to catch this bear. So we take off running, literally running around. We got about a half a mile to a 3/4 of a mile to catch up to him.
Catch up to him, yeah, to where he last was.
So, and we're fully geared up with guns, with camera gear, and we're running after this bear. And we get to where we last saw him, and he's not there around the corner. So then we move on to trying to catch up to him again on the next corner, and that's when we do catch up to him. The first time. And we come around the corner, and as we're getting there, he's through a bunch of trees, and he's rounding the corner.
Yeah.
And Doug throws up, and all he has is like a little bit of an ash shot on this bear through trees. So it wasn't an opportunity.
It wasn't another good shot either.
And so we decide that we're going to catch up again.
Follow up.
So then we run up again, and we get on this bear one more time. And
we were a lot closer that time, and I never actually saw him until he either smelt us or heard something, and then he just took off.
We were within 40 yards probably.
Oh yeah.
And or less.
He took off. He ran. You saw him run? Yeah. Where was he? Right there, over on the other corner. Which way did he go? Fuck. Oh no.
This is where he went. Which way is the wind? It's this way. I think he might have winded us. Seems like the wind's coming like this. I think he did. What's that right there? Is this a moth? Oh, dude, I think that might have actually been Big Red. Didn't he look pretty red? It was like a chocolatey red. He was huge, though. Damn it. Well, we shot a bear. But I was this close. I was almost set up, and then he walked behind a tree. Well, and then when he was on the road, too, we caught up to him. Yeah, there's just too many trees in the way. He was rounding the corner right in front of us the whole time. He was about 150 yards on that second time. But just couldn't make it happen. This bear we've had a history with. And now he's down there. He was a very big bear. Well, more cornering. Yeah, I think he probably winded us. So close. So then we go back and we have to get back to our gear that we left on the road in this secluded area and go down to my bear, and I was ecstatic to have killed such a great, beautiful jet black and fill that tag because it was a hard year and we hadn't seen a bear in 3 days. There's my bear. Way to go, Jim. Did it. Black one. This is my 2025 Montana spring bear. It's a beautiful jet black, thick hide, healthy looking bear. So I'm super excited and thankful to have taken such a cool bear. Jet black, that's my streak in Montana so far, is just all jet blacks. But we did see another giant bear that we couldn't get on, that Doug came very close to pulling the trigger, but he just gave us a slip. So thankful to have at least gotten one bear out of it already, and we'll see what tomorrow and today brings, and we'll see if we can notch another tag. So beautiful bear, super thankful, and it's time to get to work.
We're filming the film.
Look at this fucking thing. Just a piece of paper. I got a pro tip for you, Montana. I love hunting your state. However, these pieces of paper tags that you guys give us, you need to do better. Because it's literally a piece of paper that's printed. But there we go. May 19th, 2025. I'm not used to using this sharp of a knife to skin a bear.
It's definitely sharp.
Barely touching it.
Like butter. Buck knives.
I'm marking on my bear right now.
And a fucking wolf just ran by.
A wolf literally ran right up to us. Doug had to pick up the gun just in case, but... Oh. Big old wolf.
I just said it. I don't really want any unwelcome visitors, and here comes this wolf fucking barreling down the hill.
Dude, that was wild.
I don't know if that wolf knew that we were here or what. It was just coming through.
Doug's on watchdog duty right now. After having that wolf sneak up within 20 yards of us, we don't want to take any chances and have that scenario play out with a grizzly. So as I sit here and work on my bear, Doug's gonna sit, watch, and make sure we don't get any grizzly bears coming up on us. So if that big chocolate that we messed up on this morning shows up, Doug will shoot it, but we don't want to have to shoot any grizzly bears or wolves. So if the season was open for wolves, we would have definitely shot it, but we didn't have the season open. So yeah. Wild country, bear country outdoors, doing what we do. Predator management. Stopped as soon as we got all packed up. But I think we're gonna get out of here, get this bear taken care of, and then me and Doug have a plan to get him a bear tomorrow, or maybe this this evening. We don't know. But we're gonna pack this bear out now.
Nothing better than packing heavy with your buddy.
That's right.
I'm loaded up too.
Doug's loaded. I'm loaded.
We decided to get the hell out of there with the rain, and we got 4 more days left to hunt. So we didn't really want to kill ourselves by shooting another bear, even though it would have been pretty fucking awesome. Right, Jim?
It would have been. We tried to anyway. But after our balloon stock, we decided time to regroup. And this is there right now.
Oh boy,
Yeah.
that's a long ways.
Yeah, right in.
So we're gonna regroup and get ready for tomorrow. Hit it hard again.
So, update. Doug's tired. 5 miles each way.
Glad we didn't shoot another bear. We'll do that tomorrow.
If we would have shot another bear, we would have been really in for it. But we're about, what, half a mile from the truck now?
Probably.
And both me and Doug are obliterated. So we're gonna get back and hopefully get some recuperation so we can do this again tomorrow. All right, this is the best feeling in the world right here. Right, Doug?
Yep.
Whack my gun on. Good thing you got a loophole on there. So I got blood on my face from that bear. Skin in it. This is the best feeling back to the truck when you get to set your pack on that tailgate. Makes it look tiny in there.
Jeez, Doug. I think I got a tick in here. Damn it. He's gonna bite your pecker. It's been covered in ticks all day. There's one inside my pants.
It's my turn. James has got his bear. He's my cameraman now.
I'm cameraman.
We're walking into a new spot again. Hopefully turn up a bear right away and not have to kill ourselves today, because that would be awfully nice. And on to better and greater things.
That's right. Well, we're fogged in. And we're trying to wait out this little squall. I'm standing under this little umbrella tree right now, trying to stay dry, because I didn't want to take out my caribou gear Montana tarp and set it up because I'm lazy. And these squalls haven't been lasting very long, and then they stop. So we're just trying to wait out this fog and see if we can find a bear. Thank you, caribou gear.
Snowing up on the mountain.
Well, we're what, 6 miles in? And all of a sudden this squall came in and just started dumping. It was supposed to be sunny today. Montana. I don't know it.
We had gear, you know, for cold weather, but not for like super snowy, rainy day, because it was supposed to be a sunny day.
Yeah, and we were packing in pretty far. We didn't want to take a whole bunch of weight.
Yeah. So we set up our caribou gear Montana tarp as a quick temporary shelter, which saved our ass,
Yeah,
and ended up building a fire in front of us.
which was pretty comedical.
which was
it was pretty hilarious.
it was pretty funny trying to get that fire started in the sideways wind and with
Rain,
everything wet.
snow.
We got a fire going though.
Got it going, and then you almost put it out with your binoculars.
I dropped my binoculars. They fell. I leaned over and they fell out of my harness into the fire, obliterated the fire
completely.
Like the fire just spread out everywhere.
We were finally starting to get warm, and the fire just explodes. We're like,
no! And my binoculars got soot all over them.
all
They didn't
singed and everything.
They didn't burn, so we got that fire going again, and then we waited out the storm.
And then it was a sunshine bluebird day after that.
It's like a completely different day. From snow to sunshine.
In a matter of 45 minutes.
The wind picked up, but it wasn't like terrible,
No.
and the wind was howling at the end of the day, so it wasn't like pristine conditions for bear hunting.
Yeah, we were sitting at the top of that ridge, and it was really blowing.
It'd be my second day hunting because I was following Jim around with the camera. So I got a couple more days. Try and get this nailed down. We're trying to lock in on some bears again. Try and give the other spot a couple days and get this done. We're in a new spot that we haven't been before yet this year, so hopefully we can make it happen. So these bears have been working this hillside really hard. Grass is all blown out in spots where it's been going up and down the bank. A log over here that's completely ripped apart. Bear's been eating the bugs out of it. Not far from there is a pile of bear shit. So I think we're gonna find them. It's just a matter of time. So here we are. We've kind of got some laid out on the land, and I guess the bear hunting here in Montana has been pretty tough. So we're going back in after the big red bear that we got eyes on a couple days ago that we confirmed today, and it's our best option. So we know he's in there. Let's go get him. Walking in to this road that we walked the other day, and I found a moose battle on the road. Looks like it was from, I think it's from this season, I don't know, but pretty cool little find. You never know what you're gonna find or what you walk by if you don't look at the ground. Some fresh sign on the road. So we're gonna slow down a little bit and see if we find one on the road.
We decided to go back into that same drainage that you shot your bear because that was the only place we actually seen a bear. And then we decided to sit there until dark because we knew most likely if it's going to happen, it's going to be at last light. And sure enough, we caught a bear at last light about 1,500 yards away.
He's a pretty good bear. He's nowhere near the size of Big Red, but no, he's got a nice coat on him, though. But I agree with you. I don't think we have enough time to make it over there. It'll be almost dark by the time we get there. Well, if we ran, but then again, when you get over there, I don't know if you could even see him because of that big timber patch. Yeah. Actually, it's not terrible. That's a good bear. Keep glassing. I'm running really slow, but running. We're trying to go get a shot on a bear. We're trying to get closer. We spotted a bear over here on this other side, and we're trying to close the gap. We're still running kind of slow. And there's Doug. We're trying to make a play on this bear. We'll see what happens. We're getting closer. The light's fading really, really fast here. But it's gonna be close. Alright. We're getting up to our closest point right here. It's still gonna be a long shot. We just ran all the way down here. And he's over on this other side right here. So we'll see if we can pick him up again after losing a track of him. Doug literally ran. Good job, Doug. Fucking thick in here. The bear's in there somewhere. On the other side. Right on the other side of these trees right here. So there's no way if we drop down further, it's just gonna get thicker in here. But we thought we had a little bit of an opening. We'd be able to get a shot here, a long shot, but it doesn't look like that's gonna happen. So we're gonna walk our way back up the road and try to see if we can get another angle to at least see where he goes. And then we might have to make a play tomorrow on this bear. Yeah. Or shoot a different bear before dark. All right. It's gonna be a long shot no matter what. Yeah. So we're taking a slow walk out. I'm not gonna talk very loud because we're still hunting. Still got a little bit of light left. But we got our eyes on another bear. So we got a plan for tomorrow. So we're gonna try and see if we can get him tomorrow. Just gave us the slip. We're a little too far out. So let's go.
We get there, we get into the spot, we decided to hike in from a different direction and jump a couple road systems up and get within shooting range of where we saw this bear last. Well, as a good old Montana luck will have it, the weather was absolute garbage that day. We had sideways rain, we had sleet, we had...
It started
wind.
out nice.
Yeah,
it was sunny, and we got all hot and sweaty, and then we decided to take a break for the afternoon, and then all of a sudden, that doesn't look too good over there.
We could see
coming this way.
We could see over the mountains the storm coming our way, and when it hit, it was
hit, and it was unreal.
Fast
it was
and furious.
Well, a little update on our perfect weather day. Welcome to Montana once again. It goes from 60 degrees and sunny to about to lose our tarp. Oh, hold her, Dad, hold her. We got a kite. Oh my gosh. Dude. All of our stuff is in here under the cover, but we are still getting wet from the sideways rain coming in. Oh my gosh. This is ridiculous. We might have to pack her up here pretty soon if we don't get a break in the weather here. Oh boy. Hold her, Doug. Hold her, hold her.
Looks like we're backing
I
up.
guess that's our sign. Let's get the fuck out of here.
So we had to bail out. I mean, it literally started downpouring.
Yeah, we walked, what, 2-3 miles out in the pissing rain, got back to the truck soaked.
Completely soaked to the bone. It was time to get out of there.
Yeah.
So this is the end of day for us. Obviously, we are completely soaked to the bone. We just hiked off the mountain. It was pretty wild. What was supposed to be the nicest day of our trip turned into the nastiest day of the trip. Thanks, Montana, for that. So we're gonna go back, try to dry out, eat some food, maybe actually go to bed at a decent time tonight, not 1 in the morning, and then hit it tomorrow for our last full day. See what happens. Oh, it's tripping. Young bull.
Is it a bull?
Here, Doug.
Moose!
Moose.
Moose in the road. Couldn't have been a bear.
Taking a little break and eating a protein bar. It's our last night. And we're glassing over here on the other side of this drainage. I'm looking through my spotter and I go, man, that sure looks like Bear Newcomb, Clay Newcomb's son. And then I see a cameraman and I go, that's Bear Newcomb. Sitting on the ridge on the other side. This is a drainage, they spout. Let me look. 1,644 yards from us on the other side of this drainage, so yeah. Just when you think you finally figured it out, someone else has the same idea, so I'm not mad. I'm just very surprised and a little bit mad.
So we're down to the wire. It's the last bit of light. We're sitting on this drainage, 5 miles in, last day, last ditch effort
Yep.
to try to fill Doug's tag. And lo and behold, last hour comes around. We look up on the hill on this face, and where there's not a bear in sight the entire time, all of a sudden in the middle of the wide open, this bear just poof appears. And that's kind of how it goes here. Like, there's a lot of thick timber, and all of a sudden, boom, there's a bear.
He's a big bear, really big bear. We can't, if we get over there, we can't see him on that opening. We need to watch where he's going and make a move. I don't know if he's gonna cross. If he crosses into that opening, we can get down and shoot up. Yeah. He's working his way that way. Go down the hill, Big Red. If we got to the 500 range, he would be at like 750. He's at 990. He's moving.
So at this point, the bear's 1,000 yards away. We know that we need to get quite a bit closer if we're gonna have a shot. And so we decided to watch where this bear is gonna go so that we can make the right call on where we're gonna position ourselves. So after about 5 minutes or so of watching this bear work its way to the timberline, we decided, okay, now that it got into this timberline, it's either gonna pop out on this side or the bottom.
Yeah.
So
Let's get a little closer.
I reposition myself so I can see it, as Doug is sitting in shooting position in case it pops out on the lower spot. And then I wave Doug over, come on over here, set up here, it's closer. So now we're within
about 500 yards.
500 yards of where we think this bear will pop out. And to the top, it's about 700 yards.
Where he was.
To where he was. And we're waiting, and all of a sudden, I hear Doug say, bear! And it's literally 175 yards away, right next to us.
Right next to us.
In a place where we thought this bear
weren't really
couldn't
even looking.
And we're not even positive that this was the same bear.
No.
Because the bear on the hillside looked much bigger in person or like in the camera than the bear that came and popped out next to us. The bear that popped out next to us was a nice bear.
Yeah, a nice another color phase.
Another color phase. It's the hour of the hour. We're going to fill that tag.
I'm trying to reposition myself because I'm not even looking or aiming that way.
So
I got my gun in my saddle.
Doug's trying to turn and get into a shooting position. I'm trying to get the camera on because the camera wasn't even turned on at that point.
No.
And the bear had seen us and heard us when Doug said there's a bear, because he was trying to get my attention. And the bear was close enough, it heard us.
Heard us, yeah.
And he kind of walked behind some trees, and then he stopped again. After he moved, he stopped again behind another set of trees.
Same thing happened to me a couple times. The bear just stopped right behind a Christmas tree.
And so Doug had a little bit of the bear, like the front shoulder and head, basically from that forward.
Yeah.
And
so I had a little bit of brush in between, and I was like, this bear is gonna blow out of here, and I'm not letting him walk away. So I let one loose.
Doug lets a shot go right as I'm getting the camera on.
Yeah.
And I like literally hit record right as the shot basically went off. And so missed the shot, but got the bear running across the hill. And at first it looked like it could have been hit, but it didn't react to the bullet
at
all.
We would
Not typically, like even if you made a bad shot on a bear, if you hit it anywhere in the middle, it usually will turn into the shot or react to it. This bear had no reaction. It just straight ran. And so as the bear runs off, we couldn't tell if it had really been hit or not, as it reacted in such a weird way. Didn't turn into the shot or anything. It just ran. And we didn't have a good feeling about that. At least I didn't. I'm sure Doug probably didn't have a great feeling about it either, because we want to see a bear turn into the shot.
Well, that was a rodeo. I was trying to get the camera on, but
we were looking over there for this bear to pop out, and then all of a sudden a bear pops out over here. It might be the same bear, we're not sure, but that bear covered a lot of ground.
It was the same color. I don't know what happened, but
Should we go up and look for blood?
not yet.
Because we were losing light fast, and we grabbed our gear and we hike up there, and we can't find any blood.
Any blood where it shot it.
To start out. And so we're looking around and I'm going, man, this is not looking good. We can't find any blood, which is not untypical for a bear not to bleed much. But at the same time, it's not a good thing.
No.
So now we decide Doug's gonna stay down where the shot was, where the bear was standing, and look for blood. And I'm gonna go up and do a couple loops around and try to see if I can at least find either blood or the dead bear. And I come across a spot where there's a little bit of blood on a branch, and it's higher than it should be for a blood trail. It's like what should be probably the top of the back. And I find just like a little tiny piece of meat or muscle, and then a little bit of blood, and it's on the branch. And then we start following that. I call Doug up and we start following that, and we just find a couple little drops of blood, and then spots where it would rub up on a piece of brush and just kind of brush off. So the bear is not dripping blood.
Very bad. Yeah.
It's not losing a lot of blood. And so we follow that for a while, and I think we go about 200 yards and get up to the top of this drainage.
Saddle.
It's basically a saddle.
Yeah.
And then we lose the blood completely. We can't find any blood. We got on the tracks, and the tracks went across the saddle and started to go down the other side. And we found one last little tiny droplet of blood at the very top on a rock. It was about the size of a pin drop.
Yeah.
And then we followed the tracks up and over down the drainage, and he went down and through this other drainage and all the way to the bottom to another timber line.
Yeah, we got to a point where we're like,
It's a wild goose chase at this
we're
point.
gonna, yeah, and it's almost dark.
I come to the conclusion this bear is not dying. This bear is completely fine. It's obviously just a flesh wound of some sort. And so
Unfortunately.
the best that we can come up with is that there was a little Christmas tree right there, and he was trying to sneak the shot in, and either it hit the branch or a branch and deflected the bullet, or hit the branch enough meat of the tree to where it shrapneled
Yeah.
and didn't have the full bullet impact. So it obviously just skimmed it or gave it a flesh wound, and bear ran off. Bear, I'm sure, will be a lot more educated and harder to find, but it was pretty disappointing to have that kind of an ending to such a epic,
Wild adventure.
wild
of a hunt.
adventure. But that's, that's the way that
That's
this
how
kind of stuff
hunting
goes. If it was a guarantee, and it wouldn't be any fun. So we were just happy to notch at least one tag and have the
an opportunity on another
Yeah.
one. Yeah.
We had an opportunity to notch both tags multiple times.
And we saw bears when people have not been seeing bears at all.
Mm-hmm. We
So-
saw enough bears on the trip to make it, fun and exciting and keep our hopes up. So after it's all said and done, the trip was awesome. We're totally, absolutely tired.
Blown out.
This was the hardest that I've ever hunted for bears, ever. This was an absolute grind trying to find and locate bears. And we put more miles on than I think I ever have on a spring hunt. So it was a good lesson. You can't win every single time on every single tag. So we're happy that it's over now.
Yeah.
We're not hiking
Yeah.
anymore.
Very humbling.
Yeah. When we say stay humble and hunt hard, this is what we mean. We hunted our asses off, and we got humbled yet again. And it seems like no matter how much you hunt and how many times you pull the trigger, there's always that chance that something can go wrong, and it's always a humbling experience after the fact that you got to be prepared. You got to do everything you can to try to take advantage of that moment, and when it goes right, really appreciate it, because there's so many things that can go wrong. So
And that's what makes hunting so special.
absolutely.
Cross the